Okay, if you have done the previous class of Boyle's law, if you have done the previous class of Boyle's law, then okay, then today I will just tell a short stretch of video, that is significance of the Boyle's law, of the Boyle's law. Now what happens is that what is the significance of the Boyle's law? Main significance of the Boyle's law is that Boyle's law proves a very important fact, that gases are compressible. Boyle's law proves that gases are compressible. Now you might be itching your mind that how is it that Boyle's law proves that gases are compressible. Now let us understand this in a very smart way. Suppose there is a vessel, okay, and now in this vessel, suppose there is a vessel, now in this vessel you have taken a fixed mass of a gas. Fixed mass of a gas on a particular number of molecules are there. I am mentioning on and on. I hope that you know. Particular number of molecules are there. So that means it is a fixed mass of a gas. Fixed mass of a gas. And in Boyle's law also, remember, you take fixed mass of a gas. Because if the particle number increase, then P is inversely proportional V. That is, increase of V or decrease of V affects the P. That would not be, you could not get if more number of particles are imparted in different P1 and V1, as because P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. I hope that you understand Boyle's law completely. Anyway, so in Boyle's law also you have taken fixed mass of gas. Suppose in a volume you have taken a fixed mass of gas. So the mass M is fixed. Now the density of the gas is equals to mass by volume. But by Boyle's law, if you apply Boyle's law to this, you know that P into V is equals to constant. So V is equals to a constant K by P. Now if you replace equation 1 by equation 2, you will get, replacing equation 2 by 1, in place of V I will put D is equals to M by K by P. Now D is equals to M by K by P if you put, so you will get D is equals to M into P by K. So that means you have already taken a fixed mass of a gas. So density is equals to M by K into P. Mass is also constant, K is also a constant. So D is equals to a constant K dash, where K dash is equals to M by K, okay, into P. So density is directly proportional to pressure. Now if density is directly proportional to pressure, okay, now just try to understand that if density is directly proportional to pressure, means if a gas is there, okay, suppose the pressure P1 is here, and if another gas is there, the pressure P2 is here. Now when, if P1 is higher than P2, then definitely more number of molecules will be there in the same volume, right or wrong? So that means the density of the gas is higher. So keeping, when pressure rises, keeping the volume same, then what actually happen when pressure rises, keeping the volume same, then definitely the density has increased. Because if you have keep the volume same and the pressure is continuously rising, okay, that means new molecules have been inserted inside the vessel, okay, which is applying more pressure, as because volume is not changing. Because according to Boyle's law, if you change the volume, then the what will happen, if you change the keep changing the volume, then pressure will decrease or increase if you keep the same mass of the gas. So from here the conclusion is that if you apply pressure from the above, okay, then what will happen, same molecules will be there and they will come closer to each other, and when you apply pressure the volume will decrease and the pressure will increase. And as because the pressure is increasing, here the density is increasing. Maybe number of molecules are not increasing, but density is increasing. If you cannot, here like you have inserted new molecules in comparison to two vessels, okay, or in one vessel if the volume is constant, then you are incorporating molecules to increase the density when the pressure is increasing, when volume is remaining constant. But if you can change the volume with the help of a movable piston like this, then what actually will happen, that volume will decrease, so the pressure will increase, and if the pressure increases, then definitely the density increases because the molecules are becoming more ghijimiji. Okay, so that is what I wanted to make you understand. I hope that this thing is clear with you. Now let us try to understand some numericals based on Boyle's law. I'll put examples in this way because it will take less time to create the video, that's why. A vessel of 120 milliliter capacity contains a certain mass of gas at 20 degrees Celsius and 750 millimeter pressure. The gas was transferred to a vessel whose volume is 180 milliliter. Calculate the pressure of the gas at 20 degrees Celsius. So, it is at first given the volume at 120 ml. Okay, capacity contains a 120 ml capacity contains a certain mass of a gas at 20 degrees Celsius and 750 mm pressure. Means temperature is given and pressure is given. Volume, temperature, pressure. The gas was transformed to a vessel whose volume is, so new volume. Calculate the pressure at 20 degrees Celsius, means new temperature. So actually it is the V1, it is the V2. Temperature remaining constant, it is the P1, V1, P1. So we have to find the P2. So this is a very simple sum. P1 is 120, V2 is 180, P1 is 750, P2 is this. None of the units are changed because P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. Both sided unit will be cancelled. But if you don't change the unit, then your P2 will come in this unit, mm pressure. Okay, mm pressure means mm of Hg. Okay, so simply P1 V1 P2 V2 will give you the result. Okay, P1 के जगह में 750, V1 के जगह में 120, P2 के जगह में you put nothing, and V2 के जगह में you put V2 के जगह में you put 180. Okay, so this is the way to do the sum. This is very easy. So 500 nanometer came. I hope that there shouldn't be problem with this sum. मैंने একটা ভেসেলে 120 ml कैपेसिटी और प्रेशर छिलो होच्छे तखन 750 mm. एक वेसल में 120 ml कैपेसिटी प्रेशर, तो उसको ट्रांसफ़र किया तो बड़ा वॉल्यूम में चला गया तो प्रेशर घट जाएगा सेम टेम्परेचर में, तो घट के 500 हुआ. सेकेंड सम, 103 ml of carbon dioxide were collected at 27 degrees Celsius and 763 mm pressure. 103 ml of carbon dioxide were collected at 27 degrees Celsius at this much pressure. When if this is the volume, this is the pressure at this temperature. Then what is written? What will be its volume if the pressure is changed to 721 millimeters? So it decreased. So volume will increase. So again they have done P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. As simple as that. V1 P1 लिस्ट कर लो, V1 एटा होले P1 एटा होवे, और V1 ये होने से P1 ये होगा. वो क्वेश्चन पढ़ के आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा V1 और कौन सा P1 है. या आसानी से इसमें था जब ऐसे प्रेशर में कलेक्ट किया है, तो ये वॉल्यूम इस प्रेशर को कॉरस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है, तो ये V1 है, ये P1 है. तो उसी तरह न्यू V2 पूछा है, तो वो कितना प्रेशर में घटा दिया गया तो वॉल्यूम कितना होगा, तो वो सेम टेम्परेचर में, तो वो हमारा आराम से P1 V1 P2 V2 करके निकल गया. एज सिंपल एज दैट. अब है थर्ड सम. अ बलून इज फिल्ड विथ हाइड्रोजन एट रूम टेम्परेचर. इट विल बर्स्ट इफ प्रेशर exceeds 0.2 bar. Okay, a balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. It will burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. If at 1 bar pressure the gas occupies 2.27 liter volume, up to what volume can the balloon be expanded? Okay, So it is first only said that it will burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar, and it has said that if 1 bar pressure is there, then the gas's volume is this much. So pressure is 1 bar, volume is this P1 V1, because it is clearly mentioned here. And pressure, if it is 0.2 bar, means highest, it is up to what volume the balloon can be expanded. The balloon can be expanded to the highest pressure volume, highest pressure जब होगा, ठीक है, उससे ज़्यादा अगर तुम प्रेशर मार दोगे तो फट जाएगा, तो वहाँ तक ही तुम एक्सपेंड कर पाओगे. तो P2 इज इक्वल्स टू V2. तो P2 0.2 बार, V2 इतना, तो P1 V1 P2 V2 कर दिया, आराम से निकल गया. तो इतना लीटर. The balloon will expanded up to 11.35 liter. I hope that you have understood this sum. Next drill is to take a screenshot of this and do the sums. Along with the answers it is given. We should practice sums before we move ahead. So our next drill is to do these 5 sums. Okay. And if there is in difficulty, you have to ask me. That is the drill of the class today. Okay, one more thing that you should keep in mind is that what is altitude sickness? You see, remember, at altitudes, I mean high mountains, the atmospheric pressure should be low because the air is less dense there, and as a result there will be less oxygen present there. Okay, and the person who goes there at a higher altitude feels uneasy or headache symptoms are there because there is less oxygen present. This is called altitude sickness. You should know that this is known as altitude sickness. Is that one more thing you should know is that Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, if pressure is increased on a gas, volume decreases and vice versa. But when we fill air in a balloon, volume as well as pressure increase. Why? Now the answer is, the law is applicable only for a definite mass of gas. When you are doing it or filling a balloon, you are continuously giving more number of molecules inside the balloon. That's why the Boyle's law is not applicable there.